Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back today with more of the Promised Neverland. You guys, I am so excited, just a little bit scared, but very excited as well. If you're joining me early today, you know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. And if you're watching me on YouTube, please know that the reaction highlights will also be in the description down below. Click that link to go see my reaction highlights, then come back here and listen to what I thought of the episode. Because trust me, I think I'm going to have a lot to say. We left off on a pretty crazy note last time. I was getting worried about this whole situation with Don for like a lot of the last episode. I get on the one hand why they wouldn't want to tell him about Connie. On the note of like not hurting him, obviously you wouldn't want to tell him. And I can see how someone who is a little bit on the cooler side, like Ray, a lot on the cooler side, like Ray, would see that as an advantage to have him kind of like holding out hope, because it would mean he would be like more motivated to help with the plan. Kind of cold and callous, but I can see where that reasoning would make sense maybe to him. And of course, like, you don't want to tell him about Connie because you don't want to hurt him, you know? I mean, but at the same time, it's kind of cruel to string him along and give him hope, false hope. And additionally, I feel like it's really driving him to behave kind of dangerously. He's getting desperate, thinking that there's a way he can save her, and he's going to try anything. I just really don't like the whole situation. It's cruel, and it's also like, it's starting to not help their plan. So where we left off, Don and Gilda are possibly in a world of trouble. I cannot believe they would leave me there. Cannot believe it that they would leave me there. I really hope whoever's behind that door is just one of the other kids. But I have no idea. Our kids are really smart. Like, one thing I want to point out is that Emma, for like all her physical strength, and that's like her specialty, she's still like a legit genius to have figured out where Mom's hiding place and everything is. Ray, we know, had suspected it, but Emma straight up just like figured it out. I'm sure Ray could have as well. He already kind of said that, you know, it's really not going to help him to try and get in there. So that's probably why he never tried to figure it out. But Emma's so flippin' smart. They all are. Anyway, where I was going with that was, they are so smart that it's not going to take much, I don't think, for one of the kids to think, maybe Don's going to do something stupid and go in there. Maybe we should go after him. And that's, like, I'm just holding out hope that it's that. It better not be. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You know, on the one hand, I am kind of surprised that the mom would, you know, accept Ray as a spy. Because you would think if any of the kids found out, they'd be immediately shipped out. He also did mention Mom cares more about profit than about the rules. So she may find it to be more advantageous to have someone reporting back to her about the kids and everything. But at that time, I don't know why she'd have a reason to think that there would ever be an issue with the kids. Unless there's, like, more to this, you know? Like, I'm sure she probably figured, well, if one kid figured it out, then others could too, especially since I'm sure Ray and Emma, or Norman and Emma, were showing signs of being very intellectually gifted as well at that time. I don't know how to think or feel, because on the one hand, Ray seems like a legit, like, scary kid. And to think that, like, at 5, he masterminded his way into being a spy is crazy. And I still don't know if we can trust him. He still isn't, like, he's really not their ally. He really is just playing a game of chess here. I don't know what he's after, and he was scaring me last episode. On the other hand, he is a child. he is a kind of a victim in this situation. It's not like he has any kind of real upper hand aside from his intellect. And he's using that, it seems like, to get Norman and Emma out. I don't even think he's trying to get himself out. But it remains to be seen if anything's going to happen where they're actually going to be able to get all the kids out. I can't stand the thought of those babies being left behind. I don't know what's going to happen, you guys, but there's only one way to find out. So what do you say we get started with the next episode? Let's go. All right, you guys, let's talk. That was so crazy. All right. I really don't know where Ray is at anymore, because like when he's interacting with Don and Gilda, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, but I know that's not really you. And I don't really know who he is, to be honest. I think he's whoever he has to be to get by until his 12th birthday. But I hope they're not going to all still be there by then. I think the plan in Ray's mind, I think, is to get Norman and Emma out. He said maybe Don and Gilda too, but he has no intention of getting all the other kids out. I don't think he has any intention of getting himself out. I think he figures he's made peace with it. He'll be comfortable in the house. He'll see his friends get out, and he'll just be shipped out on his birthday. Well, but if they get out first, though, then it stands to reason that maybe they just like go nuts and ship all the kids out. I don't know. It's really hard to say. I'm not exactly sure what was found under Ray's bed, but I'm sure we'll get to that more. They didn't really like show it. It almost comes like maybe a book or books. Speaking of books, oh my God, who is William Minerva? And I totally thought she wanted them to meet an owl at first. I'm sorry, guys. She was talking about the forest, and then I saw an owl, and I'm like, oh, she has an owl friend. Don't mind me. Just don't mind me. Okay, so here's my theories about William Minerva. My theory is that sometime, well, we know 2015 was the date on one of those books. So in this world that they've set up, sometime around the 20 teens, 20s, whenever, 20 teens, Earth got taken over by these monster, demon, alien, whatever you want to call them, creatures. And they now rule humans, and there are a select number of humans just like carrying out stuff for them, including like the farm responsibilities, because they eat children, human children. My guess is somebody had to set up that farm, and I don't know if I just feel like it wasn't demons. I feel like it was probably humans. Whoever was forced to make the library, apparently, put little messages in there for the kids, hoping that there will be some smart enough one day to figure it out. And little Phil was the one who figured it out. Bless him, little Phil. Oh my God, Don and Gilda. Oh, they had me going. That you can see where they, you get so used to watching Emma, Norman, and Ray. They're so super intelligent. And it kind of gives you a better perspective of like what we're dealing with most of the kids when you see Don and Gilda, because they are smart, but they're like normal level smart, they're just like average kids. So the other, the other 35 kids are just kind of like average kids. And that's kind of what we're dealing with, trying to get them all out. That being said, it kind of sounds like Norman and Emma have their own plan to get all the kids out. But I don't know if he's just tricking her like Ray said, or if he really does plan on trying to get all the kids out. I honestly have no clue. I have no idea how they're going to get all those kids out, but I have faith in them. I believe in them. What else? So we had the William Minerva stuff. We had Don and Gilda. I mean, I don't blame Don at all for being upset, but in a way, like seeing how he reacted, I could almost kind of see how they were like, if he goes, crazy and does something, what if that hadn't been at night? What if it had been when there were people around everything? That could put his life in jeopardy as well. But it wasn't right to lie. It just made everything worse to have to lie. It's just so hard, because how do you tell him that Connie is gone? You know, but on the other hand, like, it's just, and there's just an awful lot of, like, subterfuge and lying going on, even amongst the kids. Like, we got Norman keeping this big secret now about tricking Emma. Ray is like, I don't even know where Ray's at. I don't even know where he is at anymore. It's complicated, you guys. It's very complicated. Okay, so hopefully we have a friend on the outside. Unless, you know, we're assuming William Minerva is a person. William Minerva could be like a group of, you know, I doubt one person typed up all those books and published them and everything. Like, it's probably like a company. It's probably like a group of people. But they have someone. There is some possibility of hope on the outside of other humans. Really don't know what the extent of that is. It's probably not a great situation, but you know, there's something. There is hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So now we have our next 2 steps to get through, which is actually surviving on the outside and then establishing a life on the outside when you have no concept whatsoever of what that looks like. Like, basically all we have to go off is William Minerva. So that'll be interesting. But all right, guys, it's so tense and it's so much fun to watch. It's like, you know, it's like I'm so attached to the kids and I believe in them so much and I want to see them get out so badly. That's a huge motivation for me to watch. And another motivation for me to watch is just that it's so suspenseful, intense, and scary, but like in that way that, like, you know how you almost kind of like to get scared on Halloween and you watch like scary movies? It's like that. It's like, I want to be scared. I like the feeling of being like tense and like, no, are they going to do it? Are they going to do it? It's very suspenseful and good. It's deliciously scared. We'll put it that way. And I believe in my babies and just got to see how this goes. It's going to go well. Fingers crossed. Everyone just like, hashtag pray for the Promised Neverland kids. So you guys, I hope you're having as much fun with these videos as I am. I'm having a blast with the show. Thank you again so much for recommending it to me. I'm halfway through the season now and I cannot wait to see more. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.